Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Advance Wars Days of Ruin. We just completed Sudden Mutation. Next, we are on to Survival Chances. Let's see if we continue fighting against Stolos and his probably genetically engineered quote-unquote children. Or if we're going to be back to fighting Siggy and company. Looks like it's going to be Siggy. Sounds like it's time to kick their butts. Exactly. Lots of crappy options, Adia. We're not doing that. Also, I wouldn't count on that. Who's to say he wouldn't want to wipe out the rest of us just out of spite? He's that kind of guy. Excuse me. Of course it isn't. Oh wow, okay. That's more than I expected. Oh, that's a problem. Now, if we were evil, we could take advantage of this to deliberately infect the enemy with the virus, but that sounds like a pretty scummy, not good guys thing to do, so probably shouldn't consider that. This is very defeatist of you guys. All right. Okay, so there's no headquarters to capture. Oh, this does look bad, doesn't it? Oh, interesting. The map kinda... It's not like a strictly overhead view. It's like you can kinda see the curvature of the planet, and you can see the horizon receding into the distance there, and you can see we've got kind of a perspective on this island here. Interesting. And yeah, it just all counts as sky. I'm not seeing any factories. Oh, a comm tower that if we capture boosts our attack and defense powers. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like something we might want to do. So, this looks like a tough one. We're going to have to make the best use of what limited forces we have. We're probably going to want to stay close to Ed. Best thing to do might be to head west to form a line with the blue team and make the enemy come to us. %129% damage, that's what I like to see. there's no factories, there's not a whole lot of point in capturing things. Can do it anyway, just on principle. And it does cost money to repair and rearm, I believe, so there is some purpose to doing it. I probably want to preserve my anti-air because it's the only defense I have against this bomber. Okay, try to get out of the bomber's range if you can. And get into Ed's range. So we get those bonuses. What are Ed's bonuses again? Just attack up 2 stars, okay. Only direct attack ground units, but luckily that's mostly what we have. But it's not a great bonus, is it? I guess I guess Ed's thing is the fact that his command radius is large. At least larger than the 2 we saw last mission. Lynn, we don't need more problems. Well, that sounds bad. Oh, well, that's pretty realistic. Let's look for a scapegoat. Oh boy, here we go. This is so depressingly plausible. Okay. So not only is this just a useful thing to capture from a game mechanics perspective, but we're pretty much going to be forced to do so. Got it. Let's see. Bomber just out of reach of the anti-air. Unfortunate, but not surprising. AI is pretty smart about that. So we have to capture this, I believe. I don't think just putting the mega tank on it is enough. There, it's a distraction. The enemy doesn't like it when you capture stuff. Oof. Can I even get my anti-air out of the bomber's range? Yes. This seems like a pretty tough mission. Okay, we need to cap this en pronto. Wait a minute, I can't capture it. What? Did I need to put Ed on it? Okay, I I didn't realize that's what I needed to do. Okay. Well, that was Lynn's idea. That's true. That is the best chance of surviving. Yeah, you'd better. Get up here and fight, soldier. Yeah, this looks rough. Keeping his armor out of range of my anti-armor. Jeez, alright, let's shoot down the battle heli. What could you do against that? Nothing. Right, you can only counterattack. Can't directly attack. That's a mega tank. But since our counters are powerful, it's okay even if we get directly attacked by an enemy tank. It's kind of the point of being an anti-armor unit. I guess the reason we couldn't capture it is because it belonged to an ally. That makes sense. I did resolve the situation with our allies one turn later than I might have otherwise because I didn't understand how it wanted me to use the comm tower. But we'll see if that ends up being a fatal error. Man, this mega tank. Oh, apparently my thing is charged. How do I use it? How do I use my thing? My CO power. Here we go. Now, what was his CO power? Boost mobility of direct attack ground units. That doesn't seem like what I need right now, does it? I don't think that's going to save me here, Ed. Can't even get at the enemy mega tank. That's a little frustrating. I bet you cannot kill it. No, 0% damage. Can you do anything? No, you're pretty useless. Reposition, I guess. Well, maybe I could get at it if I use his CO power. Does that take up my turn? Well, let's move here and use it and find out how this works. Okay, it does take up my turn, so I don't know that that was really that useful. It gets some very soaring and inspiring music going. Too bad that's too damaged to really accomplish much. I think I'm counting heavily on my ally to pull my buns out of the fire here. Which they're doing a good job of. Nice work, guys. Yeah, it's pretty much all on them. My forces aren't enough to get anything done, really. Everything I've got is basically destroyed. Right. Right, that's an ally. Good grief. Well, might as well. Alright, Blue, it's up to you. Go, Blue, go. Nice. I think we've clearly won. Yep. Alright, victory is ours. Maybe I shouldn't send in Ed's unit to get killed. Oh no. Oh. Okay, that was a pretty short mission. And really not particularly difficult. It looks bad, but it really isn't. So that was almost more of an in-game cinematic than anything else, that mission. Just kind of storytelling through gameplay. I mean, when you put us and Blue Team together, it was actually about even numbers, roughly, wasn't it? Well, I guess maybe the idea is that Siggy had a bunch of off-board units that were poised to attack. But, they're not all going along with the program. If any of the characters on that side were to rebel against orders to wipe us out, it would probably be Cole, if I were to guess. Oh, or it was something to do with the virus. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be great for morale. This is all, in some ways, uncomfortably topical, isn't it? Maybe developed some... I forget, was Ed infected with it earlier or not? I've actually forgotten. If he was, I would say maybe he developed some immunity from that. But I actually don't remember if he got it or not. I think not, right? Because Kat basically quarantined herself from him. Geez, it wasn't that long ago that I played those missions. You'd think I could remember the details of the events better. Problems just keep mounting, don't they? We never get a break. Which is about what you would expect in a brutal post-apocalyptic world. You know, one thing that the game doesn't really explain, per se, is the problem of energy. Like, you would assume, given the scale of the devastation, that the energy grids are basically all down. And without energy, modern civilization just stops working entirely. Like, you can't manufacture new materials, you can't power any of your devices and appliances, you can't even power the things you need to get more fuel. So how anything is still functioning at all, and how we can still field working armies, is sort of unclear, but I guess that's not a big deal. It's not really... That's kind of neither here nor there. Anyways, that's another mission done. Like I said, that was a fairly easy one, quite short, and honestly pretty much felt like kind of an in-game cinematic more than anything. But next up is going to be Chapter 19, The Saved Village. I'll see you then.